how many times have you thought about quitting your job and starting a new life? Hey, I'm Lindsay, the girl who actually did that, and now I'm on a mission to change the 9-to-5 narrative that dreading Monday and working for the weekend is normal and acceptable. My goal is to help you see your potential beyond your credentials, gain clarity on what it means to live life on your own terms, and build the confidence to go after your dream career. I'm here to prove to you that it's possible for you to do work you love, make a positive impact on the world, make even more money than you're making right now, and live a deeply fulfilling life. So let's dive in. All right, you guys, I am fired up for this episode because I know that this is something that once it clicks, like once you truly get this, it's going to change your entire freaking life. Like you should have a visceral reaction to this podcast episode. If you don't get chills and realize that your whole life you've been minimizing yourself and what you're capable of, then it has not fully clicked yet. So go back and re-listen until it does. So what we're talking about today is the biggest way that you are minimizing yourself and where you are not even considering yourself in the same league as other people, okay? Because it is so easy for us to see people who have reached massive success and think that they got to where they are because they have something that we don't. It's so easy to look from the outside and assume that they didn't face any challenges on the way up. And then when you face a challenge, you think that means that you don't have what it takes to achieve your dream and reach that goal and achieve massive success and happiness and fulfillment and wealth and abundance, okay? So when we think about celebrities, right? Like think about Beyonce. When you think about Beyonce, she is just on another level. Like she's in an entirely different league than all of us peasants. And it's like we subconsciously see her as superhuman. Like, girl, Beyonce is just a person. And okay, let me make myself clear here. I am not trying to minimize how amazing Beyonce is. Like, yes, she's the freaking queen, absolutely. But she's not superhuman. She's just a person like you and me who's done amazing things, yes, but she didn't do those amazing things because she has something that we don't. She did those things because she had a dream and was willing to put in the work and do what it took to get to where she is now. So think of your favorite celebrity, like someone who you look up to, who's achieved massive success. Maybe it's your favorite actor or actress, like whatever that is for you, where you're just like, oh my God, that person's amazing. I could never achieve the level of success they've achieved. Think of that person and then go look up their backstory. Go look up their biography. See where they came from. Because I bet you they grew up in an ordinary town and had an ordinary childhood just like you. So let's go through some famous people real quick. You guys, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was a jobless, single mother who had depression and got her book proposal rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became what it is today. And I want you to imagine if you were in that situation, how easily you could have decided that being an author just wasn't meant for you, that you just didn't have what it takes. Mark Zuckerberg was not born into the world knowing that he was going to be a massively successful entrepreneur. He created Facebook by just pursuing a hobby that he enjoyed in his spare time in college. John Legend used to be an accountant. You guys, he was literally all of us. He would go to his accounting job every day at Boston Consulting Group while he had a passion for music and a dream in the back of his mind of pursuing that. And the day his life changed was the day he decided to say yes to his dream and leave his good, cushy life to go after something extraordinary. Start humanizing your heroes. Stop seeing them as superhuman and thinking that they are just in a completely different league from you and that level of success is not available for you too. Because we are all just humans. We are all on the same playing field. Like, I need you to understand, I never imagined being where I am right now in my life. I did not grow up with a dream of being an entrepreneur and being a coach and working for myself. I never identified as an entrepreneur at all. I had literally zero idea what it even took to start a business. Like, I knew nothing. Even when I quit my accounting job to literally start my own coaching business, I didn't even identify as an entrepreneur. Like, I didn't actually realize that that's what I was doing. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm leaving accounting to be a fitness coach. And it wasn't until I called my financial advisor to tell him that I had put in my 2 weeks and that I was going to be an online fitness coach. And he said, how do you feel about being an entrepreneur? And I was like, wait, what? Like, I'm not an entrepreneur. What are you talking about? And then I realized, like, holy shit, I am starting my own business. What is happening? I'm an entrepreneur. And it was like the craziest, most mind-blowing thing. Possibly the biggest thing I've learned this year, the first year of running my coaching business, is that your whole life will change once you decide that you deserve a seat at the table. That you are an entrepreneur, that you are capable of achieving that dream, that you are worthy of massive success if you decide that's what you want. I remember back in June, I saw a post from, I don't know if you know Amanda Bucci. Basically, she is a badass. She is, I believe, 26 years old now. And you know, a few years ago, she was going to school for nursing. She's from Rhode Island, actually, which shout out to Lil Rhodey. I am from Rhode Island, for those of you who don't know. But she's such a good example of someone with just a super ordinary life who turned her life into something extraordinary. And I can relate to her so much because we literally both grew up in just super ordinary towns in the smallest state in the country. Like, she went to the college that I almost went to, that half my graduating class went to, and she developed a passion for fitness, ended up quitting nursing to become a fitness coach, and then she grew her coaching business to 7 figures, like a badass, and now she's an incredible business coach, helping other entrepreneurs do the same. So I saw a post from her back in June about a workshop that she was doing for coaches where she and her team would work with you, dive into your business, and basically help you with whatever challenges you're facing and strategize with you so that you can start seeing the results that you want in your business. And I remember reading through the sales page for that workshop and then exiting out because I thought, oh, this must be for entrepreneurs who are further along in their business. Like, I'm just starting out. I only have my one program. I don't even have that many clients right now. Like, this isn't for me. But then I realized that if I was going to level up in my business and truly step into the entrepreneur role and grow this into something successful, then I needed to surround myself with people who are already 10 steps ahead of me. I needed to take a seat at that table, even though I felt like I didn't belong there. And I actually sent a DM to one of the coaches on her team, and I was like, hey, here's where I'm at in my business. I'm still in the super early stages, just starting out, not sure if this is for me. And I'll never forget her response because she said to me, Lindsay, if you're always the smartest and most advanced and most successful person in the room, then you need to walk into another room. Chills, you guys. Chills. The only way for you to grow and level up is to surround yourself with people who are more successful than you. You need to take a seat at the table, even though you're going to feel awkward as hell and feel like you don't belong, because maybe you're literally the least successful person there and you have no idea what you're doing. But if you're only willing to walk into the room where you're the most successful person so that you can feed your ego, then you're going to limit how much you can grow. And most of you are not stepping into that room and not taking a seat at the table because you, for some reason, don't think you're on the same playing field as all these other people who have massive success. So ask yourself, what is the story you're telling yourself about why you can't have massive success and wealth and abundance and fulfillment in your life? Do you see my story and think, yeah, Lindsay quit her job to start her own business, good for her, but I could never do that? She must have known her whole life that she wanted to be an entrepreneur. She must have had a passion for fitness her whole life. She must have already known how to start a business, already had whatever she needed. She must have known what she was doing, but I don't know anything about that. I don't know how to start a business. When you see other people doing big things, what is the story you're telling yourself about why that can't be you? Because it can be you. All you have to do is decide that you deserve a seat at that table and that you're going to sit at that table even if you don't feel like you belong yet. The only difference between you and J.K. Rowling is that she didn't give up on her dream. She didn't let her circumstances mean that she couldn't reach massive success. The only difference between you and John Legend is that he chose to follow the passion he had in his heart and do whatever it took to get out of an accounting job that he didn't find fulfilling. The only difference between you and me is that I decided I was made for more, and I took the leap to pursue something I was passionate about. Because I decided that it wasn't acceptable for me to be spending the majority of my time miserable, and I committed to living an extraordinary life instead of a mediocre one. Stop minimizing yourself. Stop minimizing your dreams and what you think you're capable of. Because sis, you are on the same playing field as Beyonce, whether you believe it or not. She is not superhuman. She is just like you. Do you have chills yet? Because I have chills. I'm telling you, if this did not give you chills, you need to go back and listen to it because it has not fully clicked yet. You need to let it sink in because it will change your life, girlfriend. And if you did get chills and you had your aha moment and you had your epiphany and you're like, holy shit, I could be Beyonce if I wanted to. All right, well, okay, you can't be Beyonce because you're not Beyonce, but you can be as successful as Beyonce. And if you believe that, then I need you to share this with a sister who needs to hear it and who doesn't believe in herself right now. I need you to take a screenshot of wherever you're listening to this and post it up on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you feel like you need to post it and get this message out to all the people who need to hear it. And if you do, make sure you tag me at Lindsay M. Hansen on Instagram so that I can see who you are and send you some love and see that you're listening to this and cheer you on. I so appreciate you being here. I so appreciate you listening and sharing this with your friends and your coworkers and joining this mission to spread this message and help people realize that they can go after their dreams and they don't have to stay stuck in a job they hate for their entire freaking lives. I love you, and I will talk to you in the next episode.